Black Mirror is a British TV show that is now owned by Netflix. Its lessons and messages are very relevant to today's ever-growing age of technology, showing the dangers and the harm that this kind of tech can really do to us. This message can sometimes be perceived or written off as somewhat pretentious or maybe preachy to some, but I think that by doing that you're missing out on a very smart, very well done, and very scary show. Black Mirror is being called the modern-day Twilight Zone, and I think that this is actually a very accurate description of the show. So, in basic words, if you like the Twilight Zone but want to see it modernized and more relevant to you, go ahead and watch Black Mirror. Now, the point of this series is to go into these episodes one by one and give my 2 cents on them. So my ultimate goal would be to attract other people to this awesome show. So without further ado, let's start from the beginning. The first episode of Black Mirror, titled The National Anthem, revolves around a chancellor and his best efforts to get back a kidnapped princess, with the ransom being something really unorthodox. For my quick review, for those who haven't seen this episode yet, I would say skip it. I promise this show is not chronological in any way and you won't miss out on anything by not watching it. The reason why I say this is because while the episode is good, it's really good actually, it doesn't really portray the ideas and messages behind Black Mirror, and can be somewhat disturbing to people who haven't really seen the show yet. On top of that, there are much better episodes in that very same season, such as The Entire History of You. So for now, I would say, just go ahead and skip this one until you've had a proper introduction to Black Mirror. And now, for a more in-depth review of this episode. Spoilers, once again, please don't continue watching this if you haven't seen the episode, or if you really don't care about spoilers, then by all means watch on. So the ransom in this episode is that the Chancellor has to have sex with a pig. Yep, pretty gross. I honestly feel like this episode was the showrunners trying to find their footing and going for more shock value than actual fear or tension. I mean, obviously, it's the first episode of a brand new series, they have to make it good. There's not much to say in terms of spoiler talk, just in the twist. So the twist, it turns out that the people holding the princess captive was actually an artist, and this was a social experiment on the influence of social media and whether an action can ruin a person's reputation. So, to cut to the gross part, he ends up sexing the pig and it is recorded live as per the demands. It's a pretty disturbing and disgusting scene, obviously, and while it boosts his popularity as a chancellor and he's seen as sort of a public hero, it's all built around a lie. The girl was released minutes before the show even aired and the government just didn't have the heart to tell him. The experiment in a way was proven to be effective because while it did boost his image to the public, it absolutely ruined his marriage and his own personal life. Overall, I think this was a pretty good episode. Definitely not my favorite, and I think that there's much better episodes out there. But overall, I think that this makes a great second episode after a proper introduction to the series.